basically, I mean, you guys know me. I've got I've got boxes and sleeves full of sealed trading card packs, and I put them in the box. And one of the things that I have, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll show them off real quick. I'll start with this one on top. I've got something called Nintendo Game Pack cards. These are from 1989. Now, I'm not going to start analyzing and taking a look at it right now. Let me explain to you why I've made the executive decision to just choose these by default. I got a lot of them. I got a lot. These are not incredibly rare. They're also not that expensive to buy sealed packs of. Case in point, many, many years ago when I was looking for cannon fodder to help fill these prize boxes, I think I got like 60 plus of these for like $12 plus shipping off of eBay, and because they're trading cards, they were sent to me media mail, which was dirt cheap. I got a lot of these, and you guys know that the whole point of the Prize-O-Matic, well, there's 20 slots back there. These cards are in some of those slots. In fact, I've got so many of these cards that there's 20 slots back there. At the most, 4 of those slots have been occupied with these cards. That's 20%. There's a 20% chance every time we spin that fucking wheel that it can land on one of the slots that has these cards in it. And it never has. So I've got a million of these cards, and I want to open them, so I'm just going to devote their own little video so that we can take a look at what's inside these cards, because they've been in there for years, and I really want to know what these look like. There's actually 4 packs here, and I picked out a lot. I don't know if we're going to open all 4. I think we'll just go with 3 of them, but there's a reason I have 4. You got all the classic Mario characters here, okay? You got Peach. I think she was still called Princess Toadstool back then. You got Link, and then you got Mario. Now, some of y'all might be looking at this Mario a little closely and say, Draco, something ain't right. Something's wrong with that Mario. They fixed the color of his clothes eventually, okay? They figured that out. It says this product is for fun. No prizes are awarded. That's because you get scratch-off cards and some stickers. Now, from what I understand, the scratch-off cards are like a picture of like the Donkey Kong game screen, and there's all these little dots, and you start at the bottom as Mario, and you scratch them off, and then when your path branches, where you can either go up the ladder or keep going up the diagonal point, you can kind of choose your path, and you keep scratching them off as you go, and then if you scratch off a barrel, or like the little fire guy that comes out of the pot, well, then you lose. You don't win anything if you make it all the way to Donkey Kong, except you can show it to your friends on the playground and say, fuck yeah, look at that, I beat DK on the trading card. So I figure, I brought out each of the Mario ones to show you how his clothes are all messed up, but I'm going to go with the ones that were reprinted, that all have the same disclaimer down there, and I'm going to put this one back in the prize box, and we'll never see it again. I think we'll open up Mario last. I got a good feeling about Mario. So, because Link is the odd one out, let's see what the hero of Hyrule's got in store for us. On the back, there's really nothing on the back of the packaging, just the fact that these were printed in 1989. Even the old packaging where they didn't put the price yet, or the legal disclaimer, and they actually got Mario's clothes correct, those still say 89 on the back. So these were all printed in the span of about the same year. So, like I said, I've got a million of these. These are just like the wax packs we've seen so many times before on the show, except these don't come with any gum. That said, I'm still going to try not to destroy the packaging, because I might use these for something. I don't know. I haven't yet figured it out. But, you know, if I could sell the art book from Mario Maker with my name on it, and, you know, like, autograph that, I could probably do something with this shit, too. Okay, so it says we've got... That's actually pretty cool. It says we've got top secret tips, okay? Top secret Nintendo tips from before the internet. And looking on the back, it says there's 33 whole tip cards. This appears to be number 5. And I know this is the back of the card, but we kind of already started with this. This is a tip for Super Mario Bros. 2. which, depending on where you're from, it's either Doki Doki Donkey Picnic or it's the one that looks like the first game, but it's too hard and it's not fun. So we've got what's my tip? After you've gathered up a certain number of cherries, a star will appear. Picking up the star makes you invincible for a short time. It's not permanent. It doesn't last for the rest of the game. You pick it up, it lasts until they stop playing that weird bongo drum remix of the invincibility theme in Mario 2, and then you're right back. You're right back to being in the shit. I like how they had to specify that. Oh, I picked up all the cherries and the stars. Should be able good to go. I should be able to cheat my way to Wart and defeat him just by touching him. There we go. So let's see what's on the front here. We've got just a sticker. It's actually it's the same. Oh, okay, but this is interesting. This is interesting. It's the sticker of Link. It's his official art from, I think, inside the manual for Legend of Zelda, but I believe this is the Japanese art. Because, you know, take a screenshot. There's one whole difference in this picture. Circle it when you see it. They took the cross off of his shield because when games were released in North America, Nintendo of America was like, hey, all that religious shit, yeah, don't do it here. Also, Shigeru, we're not going to release Devil World in the United States because there's no way we can sanitize that. This is interesting because this managed to get its way into North America without being censored, and I can tell from looking at the copyright down there, the copyright says Nintendo of America, so they signed off on this. So I don't know what the deal is here. That's pretty interesting. It says 89 though, so that, I mean, I think those rules would have been in place for quite some time. But in any case, that's just interesting from a historical standpoint. It's not what I was expecting to see right out of the gate. Looks like we've got some tips for The Legend of Zelda here. In the cemetery, use your white sword to hit a... Man, that just defocused because I think even the camera knows it's called the Master Sword, but okay. Yeah, use your white sword to hit a Genie 4 times. Touching each of the graves will turn them into a Genie. Then hit the original Genie again, and they'll disappear and leave gifts. They don't drop items, you guys. They leave gifts. It's Christmas every day in fucking Hyrule if you go in the cemetery and re-kill people who are already dead. That's a tip. That's tip number 14. That's great. Assuming we don't get any duplicates, we'll get half the tips that are available. Did they print this shit in Nintendo Power? God, I hope not. Lopar, is this... Hang on. Is he one of the guys from Double Dragon or Final Fight or something? Because he's... Oh my god, I've seen this guy. Also, they made a sticker out of him? Holy shit, this must be like the only merchandise that exists of this character. Vandramon, who the fuck is that? It's Lopar, okay? He sounds like his name sounds like the type of place you take your car to when you want to get an oil change, but you don't want to pay a whole lot for it, and you don't care who does it. I guess we have two Zelda 2s and a Punch-Out. Don't know how you're gonna do that, but anyways, let's take a look at how to play Punch-Out. And actually, let's look at the front of the card for... Okay, well, that doesn't explain... Okay, I thought they drew this gentleman. I thought they drew Mr. Sandman with a bulge, but it turns out they did not. I was just looking at the monitor at the corner of my eye, and I thought they gave him a big old wiener. But that doesn't really explain anything, so I'm going to flip it back over on the back. We're going to consult the rules. This is 10 of 10. Scratch off until the fighter is defeated or you have been knocked out or disqualified. Try to defeat the boxer with the least amount of punches. So basically there's 5 different things. A KO, you need to scratch off 2 KOs to knock out. If you get, I guess, a fist punching you, you get 3 of those and you lose. If you scratch off low blow, that's an automatic DQ. I don't mean the Dairy Queen. If you get a star, that's 2 KOs, so I guess that's an instant win. And if you just get the 2 gloves hitting each other, well, then nothing happens. So there's 60 scratch-off cards. There's 33 tips and presumably 33 stickers and 60 scratch-off cards. So I just so happen to have, hang on. Bro just pointed out Mr. Sandman is black, isn't he, in the game? They made him black. Or, hang on. Is he... Now, I'm not going to accuse Nintendo of America of whitewashing, but is Mr. Sandman white in the version that contains Mike Tyson, and is he black in the version where Mike Tyson's been replaced with the white dude? Did they switch it like... I don't actually know. Because I know the game is widely known as Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but really, Mike Tyson's not featured in all the releases of the games. After he bit some dude's ear or got accused of rape or something, Nintendo was like, hey, we don't want you in our game anymore. So, you know, that's how that happened. He's black in both versions. Uh-oh. I think Marley, of course there's a Punch-Out wiki. So we just scratch these off. I mean, I'm going to go with... I feel like if we scratch off the ones where his belt line is, that's either... Okay, I'll scratch them all off because I don't care. But my guess is that down here is where they've hidden that instant knockout star, but they've also probably put the low blows down here. So you have there's probably one out of these 4 is an instant win, and the other 3 are like, whoops, punched him in the dick. Referee saw that. You lost. So I'm gonna scratch off the one way up here in the corner. I think. Okay, good. It is coming off. Wait, is it? Is that even... What the fuck is that? Hang on, is it not... Is there nothing printed under it? Hang on, what the hell? Hang on, what the hell? Okay, let's scratch off the other one. Okay, there's... I don't think it's working. Do scratch-offs do they go bad? Because these are 30 years old. Also, I guess I could point out, you know, real quick, my coin of choice for this week is actually a American, what's called a wheat penny. Okay, well, it's not working, but you can Google wheat penny, and you can see what it looks like. They haven't minted these in several decades. In fact, this one is dated 1944, so this penny in particular was minted right before we were done taking shit from Japan. There's nothing. Am I not scratching hard enough? Is it like the sticker is... Okay, no, that's definitely pulling paper up with it, I think. Yeah, that is absolutely paper pulp that's coming. So wait... Did the printing just disappear underneath it? Is that a thing that can happen? Am I scratching too hard? I can't be scratching too hard. Like, come on, like there's nothing printed under it. That sucks. Okay, Skeeny, maybe some are meant to be blank, but I figured if there was just a blank one, it would just be the two fists popping each other. Like, this is just solid white, and I can definitely feel underneath it that, yeah, that is just paper pulp. So, hang on. Maybe if I use my fingernail, like something not as abrasive as a penny, you know what I mean? Or a screwdriver, or whatever else. This... I don't think I can tell what used to be there. So I guess the cards have Marley, the print underneath was probably black, so they made it white. That's the best joke anyone's gonna tell this stream, I guarantee you that. Okay, so maybe this is a bad card. obviously, they did fuck up one aspect of what they printed on it. Don't want to make it about race, but I guess Nintendo did. Okay, so you'll leave that on the thing, but no black people. Okay, I'm starting to see the pattern here, Nintendo. Let's check out one of the Zelda ones. Actually, specifically Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, the one that not a lot of people like. And we'll see if maybe this one scratches off. So, I guess what we got to do here. You find 3 swords and you win. You find 3 bugs and you lose. You find the shield, which still has the cross on it. Try again, and the arrow just means go right. So first, find the arrow in Area 1 to advance to Area 2. If you find 3 Geldarms, you lose. You must uncover 3 sword strikes and at least 1 arrow to win. Okay, so that's the rules. So, I mean, this is really nice art. Hang on, can we just appreciate, like, this drawing here? Like, you never... This is the type of art you, like, never see. This is... I mean, is this something they made for these cards? Now I almost don't want to try to scratch it off, because if it fucks up again, I'm going to be upset. Because I like... Well, what's the other one? Okay, well, we got... Find 3 swords, you win. Find 3 fireballs, you lose. You find the arrow, you advance right. No, I like this one even more because there's the 3-headed dragon on it. So we're gonna go back to the one with the centipede, and we're gonna try to scratch off something. So we gotta find the arrow and 3 sword strikes, I think. So I'm gonna go on the top right. Yeah, this is Can I even... No, I can't even make out what used to be there. It's the same thing. It's just, there's nothing underneath. God damn it, focus. It's the same thing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's like whatever was printed there just absorbed into the silver stuff, or rotted away, or... I have no idea. I've never seen this before. So we can't play any of these cards. I mean, I'll try some from the next pack. Maybe they're all the same shit, so maybe there's not... I don't know. I don't want to fuck too many of these up now because, you know, I like the art more than I like the game because the game doesn't work. So let's open up Princess Toadstool, which is what she was called back then still. I think I've already given you that factoid. Yeah, these wax packs are surprisingly easy to open. So here we have tip number 18, Zelda 2 trademark, The Adventure of Link trademark. Here's the tip. Upon entering the villages in Hyrule, you should talk to everyone you meet. Get close to them and press A. What do they say all the time? No, that's not sorry nothing. That's that Vine Sauce thing. I don't know. This is my house. This is my house. Won't you get out of my house? This is my house. This is my house. Won't you get out of my house? I'll give you a good spell for you to use so you can jump on my roof and everything like that. It's an old Flash cartoon. And win with Mario. I love this. This almost looks like, is he running for office? Like, what the fuck is this? Also, that is the Lost Levels cover art that they've repurposed onto the sticker to say win with Mario. Except, Mario, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, buddy. The cards don't work anymore. They're dead. So there is no winning. In fact, are these stickers... Hang on, which of these stickers do I like? The Lorax, whatever his name was. Are these even still sticky? Not really. I mean, if you were to try to put this on something, it would adhere for like a minute, and it would just fall straight off. So, I like this one though. All right, so we got some tips for Punch Out. Listen closely to what the fighters say to one another before the actual fight. They reveal valuable clues to help you win. Yeah, like when Doc Lu tells you, watch out for Bald Bull. He'll charge at you and punch you in the face, and you will die. He said, I might be paraphrasing it. but you got to watch out for it. Anyways, that's card tip number 27, and if we flip it over, we've got... What is this? Is this a quote from the game that says we've got a score to settle? I don't recognize that. That's not Aghanim, is it? And it's, oh man, this is even another good one, man. It's like he's like a lizard dude. Are those guys even in the game? I'm afraid to scratch this one off because again, I don't want to fuck it up. He looks like a muscle figurine. He looks like one of those solid rubber unpainted muscle figurines. That's what he looks like. Oh, that's Soda Popinski, the guy from Russia that's just chugging vodka. But when they brought the game over, they were like, "Whoa, can't do that. That would be racist." But making a black dude white, that's a-okay. Why the hell not? I hope that's just like early concept art or something. I don't know. I guess I'm going to try to scratch off... tell you what I'll do. I'm going to try to scratch off Soda Popinski. And if this one doesn't work, I'm not going to try to scratch any more of these cards off. Yeah, it's not. It's just, that's it. There's nothing there. Swear to God. That is insane. And, so this is Super Mario Brothers, and oh hell yeah, I think this is actually artwork from the manual, like the actual original manual for the first NES game. Mario, I mean, I know I recognize those poses. He's torching a Koopa Paratroopa. That's what it's called when they got wings. Just a little bit of Did You Know Gaming. Did You Know Gaming featuring Draco from GatorBox. Yo, did you know in Mario, if you get 100 coins, you get a free man? You get an extra life? Did you know that? Wow, I can't believe it's not gaming. The same thing happens in Sonic the Hedgehog. How original, Sega. So we got another tip here. Tip card number 8 on Legend of Zelda. The first one. Link 1, The Legend of Zelda. Push on every tombstone in the graveyard. One of them hides the entrance to a secret cave. I mean, I guess that's just vague enough to keep you going, but as they said in another one of these cards, was it the one? Yeah. You have every time a ghost pops up, you have to whack it 4 times with the white sword. That's the upgraded one. I don't know how many times you have to hit him with the regular one. Probably 8, because I think you do double damage. So rather than telling you which gravestone has the secret cave, they're like, push on all of them. There's like 15 per fucking screen. That's a hell of a trial and error thing. But then again, that was the angle with those games back then. Even when you looked at the strategy guide, they still told you in no uncertain terms that you were fucked. This one, oh hell yeah! This one's actually a twofer because the Little Mac sticker is so small. You also get a green Nintendo logo. Okay. This is a neat little guy. Little Mac. These are really good stickers. Again, this is artwork that I don't think I've really seen before. And some of this, like, you know, with Win with Mario, that's clearly the Lost Levels, the sequel cover art, but they've appropriated it in different ways, so it's really interesting to me. Number 17 here. This is from Mario Bros. 2. Whenever you pick up a key, Phantos will relentlessly pursue you. When you drop it, he departs. Pick up the key continually and keep throwing it down until he's gone for good. Or you could just not suck. It's possible to get to every single locked door in the game holding the key without Phantos catching up to you if you know where you're supposed to go. Also, I feel like that's a tip anybody could figure out. Like, when you pick up the key and the mask comes to life and you go, ah! And you have your first childhood panic attack, the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to fucking throw that key right out the window, and the Jason mask is going to stop following you. So you can put 2 and 2 together right then and there. You don't need a tip card to tell you how that one works. This is there's 7 links printed on this card. Okay, so these last ones we have. Oh wow, I guess Lopar is a double dragon guy. I thought he looked familiar. We have a double dragon card, Mario 2, and I see Phantos on the back. That's spooking me already, and another Zelda one. So the Zelda one is eyeballs. It's Link in a dungeon, and he's fighting the eyeball bats. It looks weird. That's gross. I don't know. Thankfully, I guess we're not going to get any dupes, even though we opened 3 packs. So we got all different Legend of Zelda ones. So let's take a look. I mean, Double Dragon, the way this is supposed to work, if you scratch off 3 barrels, you lose. To win, you got to get 1 arrow to advance onward, and either 2 kicks, 3 elbows, or 4 punches. But not just any. You have to get either 2, 3, or 4. And then I presume, judging by how many things you need to scratch off, there's going to be a million. No, there's only a handful of dots to scratch off on this one. And this one almost... Okay, hang on. Okay, this might give us... This card looks kind of dumb. It's also the same exact Lopar that's right there. But this might give us some insight as to why these cards aren't working. So if I zoom way in, you can tell that this one right here is clearly a barrel because the silver was not applied to it the right way. So I'm thinking what happened is that clearly the way these are made is that they're printed, and then this silver stuff is like silk screened on or something like that. And I guess because the card sat there for so long, the silver scratch away ink just binded to the printing underneath it, and then that's it. Now when you try to scratch the silver off, it takes that top layer of paper off with it, so that's why it doesn't work. Anyways, the Mario 2 one is Mario pointing to the object of just absolute total fucking fear. Phantos looks a lot less threatening in this cartoony doodle than it does in the game. Because goddamn, in the game, I don't think I'm alone when I say Phantos scared the shit out of me. I don't have any of that. The way you're supposed to play this, yeah, there you go. There's a Phantos on the back. That's what it really looks like. If you find 3 Phantoses, you lose. You got to find the key to win, and you have to also presumably find the arrows. Yeah, it says right. You got to find the arrow and the key. So man, I wonder, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. There's 11 things to scratch off here. I'd probably say most of them are Phantos masks, because if the only thing there is a mask or a key or an arrow, there's probably, my best guess, there's probably 2 keys and 3 arrows. Now, there's probably 2 keys and 2 arrows, and the rest are probably all Phantos masks. More than half are going to be Phantos masks, so every time you scratch it, there's a 50% chance you're going to get spooked. We'll take a look at the stickers, and then we'll also take a look at just the game cards that we don't get to scratch off. So, looking at the stickers we got, I really do kind of like all of them, even like the Lopar one. Because like I said, I don't think Double Dragon has any merchandise whatsoever, and if it does, it's probably limited to just things that Nintendo themselves printed, like pull-out posters from copies of Nintendo Power back in the day. So if I had to pick my favorite sticker, we got a lot of Zelda ones, actually, a lot of Link ones. I'd probably have to say Win with Mario is my favorite one, and that's purely because, kind of like Orky Bork, I recognized it right away as the artwork to Super Mario Brothers for Super Players. And then they've just, like, added in Win with Mario. Like, what does that even mean? Win. You beat the game? You win the game? Is that, like... I can't tell if this is written by an American or a Japanese person who thought they understood English. I don't know. So this is going to come down to, how well do you know me as a person? Because it's not going to be the Punch-Out cards. Especially not, you know, the
Mr. Sandman with the definitely wrong skin color. I'm not feeling Link and the Centipede, and I'm also not feeling Link with the eyeball monsters. So when it comes down to these four, I have sentimental attachment to Super Mario Brothers. But it's kind of being overridden by how much I like artwork of the kind of campy monsters from Legend of Zelda. And I don't think I've ever seen any official artwork in any capacity of the Hydra dragon from the original Zelda game. I didn't even know artwork like this existed. So because this is new to me, and it's rare to me, and it's special to me, obviously, Fandramon, you are correct. It's going to go with the dragon. It is my namesake, after all, so I'm going with Link and the Dragon, which I didn't scratch off. It is pristine. That's probably worth tons of pennies, tons of cents. And I'm also going to go with Win with Mario for the sticker and for the card here. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you guys, that we didn't get to scratch off the cards and play the games. But I guess, you know, like I said, scratch cards go bad. I mean, the stickers don't really feel like they have any adhesive anymore, so I guess 30 years will do it to you. I mean, I'm not surprised that gum from these packages that's 30 years old tastes like shit, but I kind of thought that, like, these would stand the test of time, and they didn't, which might be why, when I said earlier, these aren't very expensive collectibles to pick up. You can get a lot of them on eBay relatively cheap. In fact, you can still buy new old stock of the store display boxes. Most of them have been marked with a grease crayon to have when they were initially discarded from inventory. But other than that, they're in mostly good shape. I mean, as good a shape as a 30-year-old box of trading cards that don't scratch off anymore can be in. That might be why their value is so low. But you got the art, so, you know, the art is the art's good, and the stickers are weird, and you get to see this type of official art that usually was limited to, like, the manuals, and that was it. I mean, you didn't see a whole lot of this. This didn't make it out of Japan all that often, so it's really nice to see it. So those were the Nintendo Game Pack cards. Like I said, I've got a lot of these. I've got a ton of them. And I might reduce the number that are in the prize box now because I finally got to open some. But I'll keep them in there. We might see them again. But this will be its own video on the YouTube playlist. So, you know, there you have it. We need more shelves. As soon as we get the workshop put back together, I can make more. But the problem is that you won't be able to see them because they'll just be higher up on the thing. Also, the problem with those is that I made those myself, and I don't have the wood stain that I used for that anymore, because that got thrown away in Harvey. So finding one that matches that, and matches the countertop over there, which I also painted with the same stain, it's not going to look right. It's going to look weird. Thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Either way, your feedback is appreciated. And you can also subscribe to GatorBox if you like this content and want to see more of it from us. Catch us live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/GatorBox. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so at patreon.com/GatorBox or streamlabs.com/GatorBox.